Hello, I am coming to you live from my front foyer wearing my cap and gown. Yesterday was supposed to be my graduation from college. And on behalf of the Brain Trust, I am going to talk to you a little bit about feelings and keeping our canisters empty. The longer that we keep fear, anger, doubt, sadness, frustration, any feelings bottled up, the harder it is to empty them. I discovered this one day when I was vacuuming my house, and I figured the canister was probably about full given the number of dogs that live in my house, but I thought I only have a couple rooms left, so I'll just keep cleaning. Well, what I discovered when I went to empty the canister was that I had to work really hard to get all of the dog hair out of the canister. But if I empty it after each room, it dumps out real easily. And that got me to thinking about my feelings and how sometimes I keep them bottled in, and then it's harder to get them out. It's also harder to know when your feelings are getting full and taking over. And it's harder to control when they're going to come out. So feelings are not a bad thing. Feelings are a good thing. Sometimes we just don't express them in positive ways. One of the things that I recently learned from a good friend of mine, Dr. Michael Flaherty, was that sharing our feelings or sharing our fears unites our souls. And so I thought I would just take this opportunity to express some of the feelings that I have had this weekend, knowing that this is when I was supposed to wear my cap and gown and walk across the stage to get my college degree. Obviously, I was very angry, I was depressed, and I felt myself starting to slip back into some old patterns yesterday. My family and a lot of the tools that I have learned helped me come out of that. So if you are new to anxiety and depression or fear because of this COVID-19 situation, or if it's something you've dealt with for many years or all of your life, I will tell you that some of the tools that I use and that many others use are valuable to you, whether this is your first time or your 500th time. I don't think that's a number, but I just made it up. So it is important for you to have some tools, to have some skills that you have in your toolbox to use when you are feeling something and you don't know what to do with that. I recently read a book called The Rhythms of Renewal, and in the book, the author, Rebecca Lyons, talks about the rhythms being rest, restore, connect, and create. And what I like about this is that there are two rhythms that are taking care of yourself, and two that have to do with output or other people. And I think that all of these are biblical principles. God rested. Jesus rested. He took time away from people. He had some friends. Of his 12 disciples, there were 3 that he was exceptionally close to. Sometimes he would get away with just those 3. Sometimes he got away by himself. The restore. This one is sometimes personally hard for me. This one is the one where you give yourself time to play. You give yourself time to have fun. And it is equally important. Connect. Connect is one of my favorite rhythms of renewal because connecting with people is very important to me. Authentic connection with one another is a very valuable resource or a tool for a renewal. And creating. So I think in this time we have maybe all had opportunities to be creative, whether it was creative in how you are managing being alone, or creative in how you're managing having a lot of people in the house, stuck together, homeschooling, so many different challenges. But it also is an opportunity for you to maybe connect with something that you used to enjoy doing that was creative, like a hobby. or maybe pick up a new hobby. This is a great opportunity with the extra time that you may have on your hands to do something creative. So I want to encourage you in the comments below this video to share some things or some ways, some tools that you have found that have been helpful for you, or some scriptures or some poems that might encourage the members of our church to manage or deal with their stress, their anxiety, their fears in a healthy way. And I want us all to be reminded that Jesus is the light that is holding us, protecting us. He has our future in His hands. Have a wonderful, blessed week.